Thanks for coming in. No problem. Do you wanted to talk about a new superstar? We got a lot of moving parts going on right now in NXT, and the office is feeling like they really want to get their hands on an up-and-coming superstar. Bring someone up to the main roster. We're looking at this La Knight as a potential candidate. La Knight? Oh, you mean LA Knight. What'd I say? It's pronounced L-A. Oh, I thought it was some sort of French chef gimmick. Well, anyways, we thought about bringing him up to the main roster. Oh, that's awesome news. He's so popular in NXT. So you want me to write up like a brand new story for him coming up to the main roster? Maybe carry over his whole NXT thing? No, we think he's gonna need a refresh. I'm sorry. I thought you were happy with him in NXT. You want to change it? Well, we already got plans for this whole modeling agency group thing on main roster. So we were kind of thinking that it would be a good fit to have La Knight, L-A Knight, be the one who's gonna lead the thing. Okay, so what? He's LA Knight, but he's leading a modeling faction. No, we think a name change is needed for this. Why? The audience knows him as LA Knight. I already wrote everything for him for NXT. Well, we want something that's gonna fit with this new group. And the other day I was taking a bath, and while I was in there, I started thinking about what we could call this guy. And since his name was French for La Knight, I thought, Dupri. And then I went and I was like, well, the name of the faction, the group is gonna be called Maximum Male Models. So we just thought Max Dupri. Wow. Well, it's different for sure. That's the spirit. I'm gonna need you to put some segments together for me. Don't let me down. So I want to talk about this Max Dupri character you gave me. Isn't it fantastic? Well, I don't really understand. He's not wrestling at all. He's just the manager? Yeah, I'll let you in on a little secret. A little bit of dirt. The boss doesn't really see him as a wrestler, more of like a manager. Well, it's gotta be honest, it's getting really hard to write anything compelling for this character. Plus, the crowd is like really not into him. Way ahead of you. We're gonna introduce his sister. Sister? Maxine Dupri! So it's Max and Maxine? See, you get it! I think this will definitely help you write something entertaining for once. So, slight problem. We're gonna need you to go ahead and scrap the Max Dupri thing. Oh, good. I gotta tell you, it really wasn't working that well at all. Yeah, well, things are wild and fast upstairs. Shakeups happening, and people are in and out of the office. So we thought it'd be a perfect time to bring back the La Knight character, L.A. Knight. And that's great. I can totally write something for him and get him out of the Maximum Male Models for sure. See? A win-win for both of us. So is he gonna feud with anyone? Get ready. We're gonna bring back Bray Wyatt, and he's gonna feud with him. Whoa, that's huge. So how's the Bray Knight feud coming along? Not bad, but the notes you give me before the shows, it's getting a little complicated, and like, it's getting challenging to have to write this thing. You like it, eh? Also, this Uncle Howdy character you brought in, I'm really having a hard time trying to get all this to work together with LA Knight. I don't really get it, to be honest. Well, I know you'll pull it off, because guess what? At Extreme Rules, it's going to be a pitch black match. Pitch black? Wait, are you talking about the sponsor that we have? Ding dong. Oh, hello. Who's that? Money? Yes, please. This really seems like an overbooked mess. I don't really have a choice, do I? Oh, and give me that glowy paint stuff. I love that. I need to talk to you about what we're doing with LA Knight. Things are going well? Things seem lost. He's got no real direction here. Like, he's getting really, really great crowd reactions. The crowd is popping for him whenever he comes out, but like, we have him losing all the time. I see. So what are you asking? Well, I think we should consider actually pushing him. Maybe giving him some wins on TV? Oh, you should probably pump the brakes there, big man. Why? Well, his name came up a couple of times, and he's a little bit on the older side. And, you know, there's some rumblings that he's been rubbing people the wrong way. And he keeps yelling, yeah, at me on TV. That's part of his character on TV. People really like it. Well, I think it's in poor taste. Listen, if he keeps getting over and the crowd seems to like him more and more, we'll give him a couple of wins and then we'll see where it goes, okay? Get off my back about it. So you wanted this US title tournament for SmackDown. Great idea, right? Oh yeah, it's great, but we don't have LA Knight winning. And, well, right now he's like really, really popular and fans are really hoping that he would win this thing now that he's been announced that he's going to be in the tournament, and he's not going to. That's a good little tease, right? Will he win? Will he lose? People love that stuff. Not always. What should I tell him? Not my problem, and it's not in the cards. So I wanted to talk to you about your little project with Mr. Knight, and that he is getting super popular and has massive, massive potential. You haven't wanted to do anything with him. Why now? Well, merch sales are through the roof. The social media is just on fire with him right now, and everyone around the office has just been yelling, yay, and yes, and yes, and yes. It's great. It's yeah. Exactly. So we got a battle royale coming up at SummerSlam with Slim Jim, and we'd love for him to be in there and win the thing. Well, that's awesome. I actually think you made the right call here. I know. Who could have seen this coming, right? But I'm glad I picked him right out of NXT. It seemed like the right decision. So after we do the Battle Royale, what's next? Well, I'm not too sure yet, but we're gonna see what happens with this, and we'll figure something out for Mr. Knight. L.A. Knight. Yeah, I don't care.